Hey everybody, this is Simply Sherri. I will be joined shortly by my colleague Najah to discuss the movie Is God Is. Is God Is it was produced and directed by Alicia Harris in her feature directorial debut of her award-winning play by the same name and will be released by Orion Pictures on Friday, May 15th. Two sisters with disfiguring burn scars are ordered by their bedridden mother to kill their abusive father who caused the scars. They must decide whether to seek vengeance or find mercy. The stars of the film as the twins is Cara Young as Racine, the rough one, Mallory Johnson as Anaya, the quiet one, Vivica A. Fox as Ruby the God, their mother, Sterling K. Brown as the monster, their father, Janelle Monáe as the new wife, Erica Alexander as the divine healer, Mykelti Williamson as Chuck the lawyer, Josiah Cross as Ezekiel, Justin Ross as Riley, and Xavier Mills as Scotch. This will be a non-spoiler review. Najah is here, so we'll get right into it. As I mentioned, here is Najah. So Najah, I've already given the background of the film, you know that. So my first question to you is briefly, what did you think?
It was everything that I wanted it to be. It's everything I wanted it to be. It was like perfect because like as much as we like for anybody who enjoys a good indie film, it's everything that you expect
Yes.
with the indie film, but given the nature of the director, the actors, and how you wish to see them, the budget was just right enough for that not to be a distraction from the performances. And also, of course, I love a good adapted screenplay.
Yes.
We had the joy of having the director be the original playwright with this play. What this movie was based off of was based off of an award-winning play. So being able to have Alicia be able to actually have to be able to be an actual main person in the part of transferring what was on stage for on screen. And you actually know with a surety that you're seeing exactly how she's always envisioned this to be. Chef's kiss. Absolutely.
I don't know that I could have said it any better, but Najah is exactly right.
It's perfect.
I saw this trailer when I saw the Michael movie about 10 days ago and went, oh, that looks interesting. And thank you, Allied, and we will thank you again at the end
So much.
for giving us for giving us tickets to the pre-screening on May 12th. Um, this movie was so excellent, so well put together. It was I've watched plenty of indie films over the past couple of years, but to see an indie film with a budget that you can, like as Najah said, you can tell this is what Alicia Harris wanted this to be and how it was to be seen on screen. The movie is a tight hour and 35 minutes.
And not a moment was wasted.
Not a moment is wasted.
Not a moment wasted at all. Editing,
Yes.
absolutely on point. No filler whatsoever.
Not a
And
minute.
clearly from somebody who's done theater, sis understood time and it was nice and tight. And the editor followed suit with that.
Yes, I agree with that. How they told the story, what the full story that they're telling in this production is there. You don't feel that you have missed out on how the twins, Cara, Racine, and Anaya,
Yes.
are twins. Um, you understand how they got into the situation that they're in, how they feel about their life at that moment. I think we can say from the trailer, it is because it's in the trailer that they had not been raised by their mother, and they were unaware that she was alive until she is contacted. And the movie Is God Is to the twins, she is God because they came from her. So I wanted to make sure that that little detail gets out. What I want to make a note, some quick research I did. Kara Young,
Oh,
she plays Racine. She is the first Black actress to be nominated for Best Actress in a play 4 years in a row, and the first one to win twice.
Yes.
Twice in a row. Amazing performance. Amazing performance by Mallory, who you may recognize as Dana from the Kindred series that is on Hulu.
Yes.
So if you've seen that, that's where you've seen her before. I loved the casting of these two actresses. They are early in their career. So I'm unfamiliar with these two.
I'm somewhat familiar with them. Kara, I've seen in some small screen things, and I love a good Broadway situation. So I've been following her like through these past few years, and for her to be as noted as she has been, even post pandemic, it's a major thing. We have some wonderful talent coming off of Broadway and off Broadway, and they're doing double duty. They're pulling double duty as far as small screen work and major theater work. I'm realizing that the entire cast, when I think about it in retrospect, I was thinking about it, most of them are classically theater trained.
And you know what? And that makes perfect sense and so we're going to go to we're going to go to the supporting cast.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Because one of the things Najah and I walked away with last night was the one thing I loved about this film is that the two lead actresses are not as well known as the supporting cast. And the supporting cast is full of heavy hitters.
Yes. Oh. I mean, some serious OGs here.
Right. So we're going to start with, you take that one. And
yes.
Then we'll go to that one.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So McKelty Williams. McKelty Williamson plays Chuck Hall the lawyer. And again, this is where the importance of the fact that most of the supporting cast is theater trained, because McKelty Williamson did not have any in the pertinent scenes non-speaking role. And again, making the ability of being able to exist and communicate, fill in the plot, being like a true supporting actor, a true supporting character. Fill in the plot, carry the storyline along, but still be an influential presence on screen.
Amen.
That you have to be classically trained, you have to be academically trained to be able to make that work, and he did that.
Erica Alexander, of course, most of us remember her as Maxine from
Living Single.
Thank you. I don't know why In Living Color was in my head.
I don't know, but I'm here for you.
Thank you. So we remember her from that role, but to see her in this role as the divine healer, even from the title, you can tell that this is some sort of religious bent role, even if you haven't seen the movie. But I will tell you, there is a certain gravitas, a certain air that you need to project when you are portraying a religious leader on screen like she does. And when I tell you she hit every one of these notes perfectly, I was surprised to see her, because again, all of these people, I'm gonna say it flat out.
Yeah.
These are all roles I have never seen them in. I have followed their careers for years, in a couple of cases, decades.
Yeah.
And we've never seen them in a role like this.
But we always wanted them in roles just like this, though.
Exactly.
It's something that we've always hoped for that Hollywood was never going to give them. And this is the closest opportunity that we have had to actually have them be in places that we've longed to see them in.
Exactly.
For that alone. Go see it for that alone.
Take it here.
Janelle Monáe. Big fan on so many levels. Another classically trained theater actor. Yes, she's a wonderful musician, wonderful producer as far as her making music. Absolutely fantastic. But she's always been about the visual because she's theater trained. She's classically trained. Vocally, classically trained as far as her acting is concerned. So anybody who only knows her for the acting, she had the chops to do it as well. And always has been. So seeing all of her supporting work that she's been able to do across her career, this is another wonderful addition to to her body of work thus far.
Okay, the last two we're going to talk about, we're both going to get our 5 piece, got get our 2 minutes and get our 3 sentences in.
Yes.
We're going to talk about Vivica A. Fox as Ruby the God. I am so excited to see her back on screen because she has been kind of like in the background here and there as a woman of a certain age.
Yes.
Who came to prominence in the 90s and a lot of sex symbol roles. And now that she's in her adult woman body, to see her really lean into that in this role and still give you sexy as best as she could when she could. She pushed through what she needed to get through to the daughters when she met them.
Yes.
I'll pass to you.
And she, one of the things in regards to Vivica, like we've known her as far as like, you know, maybe A to B level.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, some of the areas where she was in her A, we wanted to see more. And that's why I said this is one of those things that you got the chance to see the people that you wanted to see do more, actually do more. Vivica is a prime example of that.
Exactly.
Being able to be in this high level, in this storytelling space.
Mm-hmm.
With the proper script, with the proper support, with the proper direction. Mm-hmm. This is exactly what we've always wanted from her. I'm better late than never in regards to it. Yes. But just her being able to have the necessary energy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
To be able to operate, you know, again, it was very small role, but pivotal to the plot. Mm-hmm. Very pivotal to the plot and sets the story in motion. And she did not take that lightly.
She did not.
Absolutely not.
No, not that out. And the one thing that the first thing we said to each other walking out the theater last night.
Yes.
I'm going to let you say it, Najah.
The joy to finally see Sterling K. Brown in a villain role.
Yes. Sterling K. Brown is the villain.
Yes. And it's not play with. If you're somebody who has a very, very dark, twisted outlook on things and sense of humor, mm-hmm. you've been waiting for this. Yeah. It's a wonderful premise. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed that in certain areas, there are certain places that he was willing to push, and there were certain things that he wasn't willing to go. And they edited and cut it just right where that worked.
You know what? You got a point. Mm-hmm. You have a very good point.
Yes.
There's the other thing with this is that we know with all actors, there are layers. And the way that this role is written, just as Vivica is essential, like she's the fuse.
Yes.
That starts them on this adventure down, you know, about learning about their father, but how they used him throughout the film.
Yes.
Was fantastic. I had another thought. It'll come back to me later.
I've got some more. Don't worry. When I remember Kerry Washington talking about acting using your entire body.
Yes.
Sterling K. Brown utilized his entire body in regards to setting up, there was a full-blown separation. A full-blown separation of what you had no choice but to separate what you've known him for, mm-hmm. and what he was existing in this character now. But somehow it was still there. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, that nice, friendly aspect where he looks very, very unassuming.
Yes.
And when I tell you, like, there is no gear shift. It's barely a light switch.
Because of the nature of his role as the monster. And a trigger warning we will give you at the end. I promise to give you the trigger warnings. In order to find yourself in the situation with him.
Yeah.
His character has to be charming.
Yes.
And appear to be a nice guy. And you want to be around him. It's not just that he's handsome, but he presents himself in such a way that he's a good guy. So when the light flips, when the switch flips, it's like, what the heck just happened here?
I didn't say that he was charming. Mm-hmm. He was harmless.
Yeah.
He appeared very harmless.
He appeared very good. Very good.
He appeared very harmless. Mm-hmm. To be able to draw people in, because you're wondering, like, oh, he's such a bad person. He appeared very, very harmless.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And that's a whole different situation.
And to keep us from getting to the point where we might spoil some stuff, We're trying real hard because we want you all to go see it when it released, and and I definitely 100% want everyone to see this because this is a small indie film. In the research, this was originally an A24 project, but it's not included in their list of releases this year. So somehow it got to Orion, and that's how it got out. But because this is a Black cast,
Yes.
Black director,
Yes.
small film, this film is not going to get the attention and the push that it should. So please run out and see it. Trigger warning for intimate partner violence.
Yes.
Trigger warning. So I'll say it again. Trigger warning for intimate partner violence.
Yeah.
Um,
Ancestral ideation, trigger warning.
Trigger warning for ancestral ideation. There was another one that I thought about this afternoon. It's gone. If it comes back, I will put it across the screen. And finally,
extreme violence.
Extreme violence. Yes. Look, this movie is a dark comedy.
Yes.
The official descriptions call it a thriller, which it is.
Yes, it is.
It is bloody. So
trigger warning for gore, trigger warning for violence, trigger warning for child abuse, trigger warning.
Yeah.
For those things.
Yes.
So operate at your own discretion in regards to that.
Yes, because we definitely want to make sure that that is out there. But this movie is so necessary.
Yes, and what's the great part about it is it really is a movie with Black actors solely cast, but it is not a Black movie. It never feels like it is.
That's true.
However, there is a very underbelly of the Black experience as far as the fact of you are dealing with actors that are Black, but it is never heavily pushed or laid into.
You know what? That is correct. You know how there are some films, as I say this, that this is a Black movie, and then we're going to put like extra Blackness on top of it. Like,
no need.
That's not what happened here.
They definitely followed Jordan Peele's formula of it being the fear for the Black American experience, or for the Black diasporic experience. As far as that fear in ties, but it's very nuanced, and it is downplayed but not dismissed. And so therefore you don't feel overburdened culturally. And if you really stopped and thought about it and went through it, you could see other races playing it, but it works exactly with this. You could do it without it, but why would you? And so,
you know what? And that is a perfect spot to end this. Najah, how many stars out of 5?
I need 5. I need 5 out of 5. It's so good that there may be some plot holes there that you don't even care about.
Good point. Extremely good point. 5 out of 5 from me as well. Again, everyone, thank you. I am simply Sherri.
Najah in the building.
And we are from Pop Culture Uncovered. Thank you again to Allied Marketing for the tickets to the screening. And we'll see you all again soon.
Go see it.
Go see it.
Go see it.
All right. Bye.